ice creams and general lot of beer.
There's nothing you do apart from drink cold Prosecco.
Yeah. One thing you can normally count on here is rain, but some parts of the UK have just gone for more than 50 days without a single drop, making it the driest summer in half a century. And it's not over yet. The Big Dry revealing some ancient treasures. This village in the Lakes District had been submerged since 1937. Late today, thunderstorms brought rain to some eastern parts of England, a desperately needed reprieve. Europeans usually chasing the sun, now hoping for more rain.
Ahead in our news, talks held over Julian Assange's future. And Superfit Seniors, the sports program getting retirees off the sidelines.
Hey, whoa.
If you can see danger coming, you can stop it. At Specsavers, our optometrists can detect a range of health conditions before they become big issues. Every standard eye test includes free digital retinal photography to examine the back of your eye. So seriously, you should go to Specsavers. Book a full eye examination today.
Don't just think you're insured when your husband borrows your new car and his left hand doesn't know what his right hand's doing. No, you are. With lifetime new car replacement cover with GIO Platinum Car Insurance.
2 incomes, 3 shareholdings, 4 dependents, 1 accountant. And I just got biology teacher Dave enough tax back to buy this thing. At H&R Block, we're fascinated by numbers. Book an appointment today.
With lane departure alert, the Toyota Yaris is clever enough to know when you're moving into someone else's space. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
At HCF, we believe your health shouldn't be for profit, which is why our new My Family packages let growing families use their extras limit on the services they need most. Not everyone gets it. Speak to us today.
Hello Australia, take out your CTP Green Slip with Amy and you'll get access to the Amy Lucky Club with a range of exclusive experiences to enjoy. CTP with Amy, now that's lucky.
Lucky, you're with Amy.
Giving. It's about being there when needed. To lend a hand. To do your bit. Giving's a part of who we are too. Your local club.
See boys? Hi, Angel. Sorry, I lost track of time.
Nick loves you very much and is very sorry. You should forgive Nick. Heart with stars. Such.
Let me put it to that.
Stop.
Fine, sir.
How would you summarise your experiences with Yui? I really enjoyed talking with Yui. Bill on the phone just made it so easy. How much did you save? I saved $377. $377. What did Bill do that was so helpful? He asked me heaps of questions about how we use the car, where we keep it, even what colour it is. By the end, were you and Bill great mates? I'd say so.
Real people, real savings. Try Yui. You can save lots. Call 13Yui or go to yui.com.au.
With our ageing population, it's good to know there's much more than bingo and bowls on offer later in life. Hundreds of thousands of dollars are being spent helping seniors get back in the game and off the sidelines.
Up and about and dribbling down the court, these seniors are out to smash the perception that ageing is exhausting.
I've experienced it. You know, if you don't use it, you lose it.
They're among hundreds of over 65s who have signed up to have a whack at modified senior sports, now on offer across the state.
People that have just been at home now have an
avenue to get out of their home, reconnect, sometimes with a sporting activity that they may not have done since they were teenagers.
Codes including football, basketball, softball and table tennis, bending the rules to bring in older participants.
You know, for many of them, they've played their entire lives. They want to stay involved, but they can't keep up with the pace. And so being able to play walking football means they can still use a lot of the skills that they've developed over time, but in a much easier way.
But if you think restricting running or introducing bigger balls kills the competition, think again.
I played soccer a little earlier on. The men became a bit competitive, and I thought I'd better get off the court. You know, I do respect my hips.
The program proving so popular, the state government is now injecting an extra $100,000 into New South Wales clubs.
One of the other benefits of these seniors signing up to play is the skills that they bring to their new club, opening up opportunities for volunteering and coaching roles for younger generations to help them grow in the game and maybe even take them on court.
And if shooting hoops isn't your thing, perhaps take the advice, live long and play ping pong. Tim Davies, NBN News.
Ecuador's president has confirmed he's been talking to British authorities about the future of Julian Assange. The Australian founder of WikiLeaks has been holed up in the Ecuadorian embassy in London since 2012. He fears he'll be extradited to the US if he leaves. Now Ecuador wants a guarantee he won't face the death penalty if that happens. If you were up early enough this morning, you might have been rewarded, making an appearance at dazzling blood moon, the longest total lunar eclipse of the 21st century.
A glowing orb of crimson red, Australia given a front row seat to this once-in-a-lifetime show. It started at 4:30 when most of us were still curled up in bed, the total eclipse lasting 1 hour and 43 minutes.
The moon moved into Earth's shadow and it'll pass right through the middle of Earth's shadow, giving us the longest total lunar eclipse this century.
The eerie glow is caused by the Earth blocking the light between the sun and the moon. In the suburbs, we watch from our backyards and balconies, but the harbour was the place to be, stunning over the skyline and peeking through the coat hanger. The icy slopes of Jindabyne were ablaze, but Blue Mountains residents were seeing red, clouds blocking the spectacular view. On the other side of the world, ancient Grecian relics were overshadowed as stargazers took up their telescopes from Hong Kong to Sarajevo. Fire and ice in Antarctica, while North America missed out entirely. And if you did too, you've probably missed your chance. The next eclipse this long is more than a century away. Mars tried to compete for attention, big and bright in the sky, making its closest approach to Earth since 2003. But it was outshone by the moon, the true star of the night.
It's back to the future for car buffs, with Toyota unveiling its vision for the future of transport in Melbourne. It's bringing a new Supra to Australia's shores for the first time in almost 2 decades.
Camouflaged on the tracks of England, in full glory under spotlights in Melbourne.
It's worth a cool $2.7 million, and looking at it, it's not hard to see why.
Toyota, with the help of BMW, is resurrecting its high-performance Supra, 16 years after it was last built in Japan. Die-hard fans called in to inspect every curve of the concept.
It's smaller than I expected, but it's really impressive. It's more about finding another spot in the sheds.
Made famous by the Fast and the Furious movies, specifics like engine power and transmission are yet to be confirmed for the 5th generation Supra. With no guarantee next year's road model will make it to Australian shores.
We're yet to confirm that the Supra will be on sale locally, but once we know more, we will certainly be letting fans know.
From the future of racing to the future of mobility, Toyota's vision for how we'll get around our cities is less about horsepower and more about flexibility and fun.
There's a lot of focus on autonomy and autonomous travel. For us, cars have to be fun to drive.
Designed to lean like a skier, the iRoad is already being tested around Tokyo, with the single-seat battery-powered concept to play a big role at the 2020 Olympics.
It's going to be used to ferry dignitaries around, get people around from one stadium to another, and yeah, just in all of those situations where maybe a car might not be quite the right fit.
No word yet on how it will handle in the outback.
It was once the beating heart of Sydney's railway network. For almost 4 decades, an old brick signal box at Redfern has controlled hundreds of trains through the CBD every day. Now the signalling system is receiving a modern makeover to cope with demands of the expanding city.
A final turn of the dial, and it's farewell to a piece of Sydney's rail history.
It's a sad day for us here in a way, but we're looking forward to the future.
The Redfern signal box is a hidden world of buttons and switches that's controlled our inner city rail network since 1979.
Great guys to work with, have been for years, so let's hope we can take that with us.
Now it's time for the analogue system to make way for the modern digital world.
The capacity to move more trains, the ability for us to see more of what's happening on about the network, to play back and diagnose faults, and we certainly believe a much more reliable system.
Today, buses replace train services on the city circle between Central, Circular Quay and Museum. Some finding it relatively straightforward.
Didn't come as a huge shock. I'm a bit shocked. I'm a bit shocked to hear from you, though, that it's to go from analogue to digital. How prehistoric.
Others not quite, seeing the funny side.
Top up my Opel card, and I found the notice that there was no train this morning.
That inconvenience will impact commuters from 11 o'clock tonight through until 2 a.m. Monday morning. From Monday morning, this will be the new signal station for Sydney's Central trains. It's certainly a stark contrast to the old manual ways that served the heart of the city for almost 40 years. It's a change that workers agree is needed to help support a fast-growing network.
Today, railways are on the up. We're seeing huge numbers of people, more trains, more services, and it's the need to provide new signalling systems which has driven this change.
It's over to sport now with Sam Djodan, and it wasn't Newcastle's night in the NRL.
Yeah, that's right, Jane. They did it to themselves, though. Coming up after the break, Jonathan Thurston steers his Cowboys to a come-from-behind win over the Knights. And the Sydney Swans on the slide after being battered by the Bombers.
Why cook when you can create? Create one-pot wonders and midweek marvels. Create a dinner table of living, breathing dishwashers. Masterfoods. Make dinner time matter.
Right now at Amart Furniture's buy one get one half price sale, save on absolutely everything store-wide, including lounges, bedroom, living and dining, outdoor, office and more. That's buy one get one half price store-wide. Hurry, and Sunday only at Amart Furniture.
The Burton family Toyota want your business. They're massively overstocked and all new Toyotas must clear ASAP. So don't sign anything till you compare their price on any Toyota. They'll do their best not to be beaten. Only at Maitland and Port Stephens Toyota.
Winning Appliances Technology Month. Appliances designed to make life easier in your home. Smeg Kitchen cashbacks, Nev Kitchen packages, and 20% off selected Visa laundry. Shop in store and online at winningappliances.com.au.
You think we're selling just beef, but you're wrong. We're selling potential. To her, a sumptuous stroganoff. To him, the perfect Sunday roast on a Monday. Burgers, burritos, bolognese. That's just for starters.
His steak could be the thing that inspires her to build the thing that saves the world from that thing.
Potentially. You see.
Our beefs are great.
Aussie coastal lifestyle, and to live in something that I've built myself.
Sometimes talking to yourself can help you work out what you really want, and that's when NAB can really help.
NAB, more than money.